Hello, and welcome to Ask Dr. Monica, space dedicated to you if you choose to use your daily life as your spiritual path and your spiritual practice. So here we use any experience that we are going through in life to understand that we can choose to relate with that experience from an unconscious way, on automatic, or to start to bring awareness to the way that we handle life, that we experience life, and to grow into more and more awareness, more and more presence, so you have more space to choose what direction you want to take. You have more power of choice. That at the end is where our freedom resides. Instead of going in automatic, you can just allow the response that comes to you naturally for whatever situation. But today we have a very interesting question, and I just love to investigate all of this with you because there is so much confusion around it, I think, and to me, I think that to clarify and to understand that we are unique beings walking our unique path, so you have to find the way that is really good for you, okay? But the question today is dedicated to meditation and says, "There, asked Dr. Monica, I had worked with trying to meditate. I don't feel successful. Can you reply to how to meditate correctly? And why do I need to meditate? It just seems everywhere they are saying meditate. Why?" Jean from Florida. Thank you, Jean, for sending your question. I just love that this normal, natural questions that we all have, in us can be approached. And let's investigate here. What is meditation? Why? I love the way you have, why? Why to meditate? What it is that we can, what is important to meditate or not? So, for me, meditation is really a place, a tool, practice that I use myself to connect with myself. That's interesting. But I always said, that the tendency that we have from unconsciousness, let's say we evolve to consciousness, the more unconscious you are, the more for you the source of life is going to be outside. Like always, looking around and what they are thinking about me, or, why should I do? Who is giving you that direction? Who is saying you should do this or that? And the more you evolve and the more you start to wake up, the more you take in consideration your true self, your true nature, and the more you build up a relationship, a direct relationship with yourself, capital letters, that includes your little self, okay? So for me, meditation is a sacred space, sacred practice, where I connect with myself. And the way that I do that is to choose, really consciously to choose to let go all the attention that I have into the outside world, to the past and the future, to-do lists and all the things that we are always, so noisy inside, and to very gently, supported by my breath in this case, and I want to guide you to 5 minutes centering, and after you do what you want with it, but I do want to guide you to center yourself, to really come inward, and to start to develop the capacity that you have to sense life, to experience this present moment, moment by moment. So when you ask here, why do we need to meditate? What everybody is, now more open and more willing to meditate. Well, the why is because you are going to find a balance instead of being all day long that we are, okay? Engaging with the outside world. We are going to spend sometimes inside to sense your inner world, your true experience, what is really going on with you. And that becomes for me a sacred moment for sure. One thing that I want to say here before we do the little practice is that meditation, I think, is important not only because you develop your capacity to sense, and you develop your capacity to sense energy, your vibration is like you are an energetic being. I am an energetic being. I am energy vibrating. And when I am super noisy mentally or busy or outside world and to-do list in the mood of action and all that stuff, I'm not very present into my body, into my field of energy. And I'm not very aware of what it is that I am emanating, what it is that I am vibrating, moment by moment, Right now I can sense, my field of energy here, and peaceful. I feel very peaceful and open and joyful even, and that frequencies are really my well-being. It's not complicated, but the thing is that yes, when you are ready, because this is not something that you have to do, okay, but when you are ready, you will see that to dedicate time with your true nature, with your presence, with your silence, with your inner world, to really take care of being and spending time with you, knowing you, it's very important. And that is also going to help you to develop the capacity that we have to stay focused on something. It's like you will see that when you start to meditate, and that's why many people quit, or maybe it's not easy to do it by yourself to begin with. That is totally understandable, okay? But you can start meditating and then suddenly you see that a thought appears, shopping list, or my gosh, I have to take that decision here or there, and then the thought takes you, and then you follow the thought, suddenly, oh my God, where I was, whatever. But this is the dance that I want to support you to practice. When you see yourself that you follow the stream of this river, of this thought that go in that direction, as soon as you notice, you can take a loving, gentle breath and come back to your core. I call the core in myself here, my physical body, my heart, and I relax a lot when I bring my attention into my heart. But the breath is helping me a lot to center myself. That's something that I want to practice with you. But before we do that, I also want to talk about how important is also to don't get trapped on our ego self, okay, that is going to tell you constantly, you have to meditate, you didn't meditate, look at you, you didn't meditate and all that stuff. Because at the end, that's a way for you to feel bad, in quotes. That is the kingdom, the realm of the ego self, right? And you always bombard yourself, or you can judge yourself, I'm not doing enough, I am whatever, not good enough in this expression of spirituality, okay? So I would like to invite you to don't beat up yourself for that, but find a way. If you really understand the why is because you need a relationship with yourself. You are the source of your life. It's like source expresses through you, okay? And your entire outside world is a reflection of your inner world. And if you don't know how to embrace that inside, you're not going to know how to embrace that outside. And this sentence that says, love your neighbor like you love yourself. Well, many people love the neighbors a lot, apparently, or like superficially if you want, but they don't have any idea how to love themselves. And you cannot love any more than you truly love yourself. The other love that we talk here, like being nice and loving people and trying to help everybody or whatever it could be, your own need for being acknowledged and being a good person because you think you are bad. So to really come out from integrity, from peacefulness, not because you gain anything from the outside, but because you are the offering that you are, that's what for me meditation is. And there is many techniques for meditation, from transcendental meditation to many different forms. And I want to explain one thing that I think is important for us to understand. If you're a woman with a feminine essence, and you know how much I love the dance between the masculine and the feminine polarities, right? You're going to probably enjoy more meditations that I call active meditations. From dancing to, really engaging with someone and to really offer your presence, your open heart, like to be creative in the moment. Like, I don't know, I can catch myself doing dishes, for example, and loving doing it. I'm so present in the action, and every plate is sacred, and like, not that I have even to think about it, but it's the way that I engage, so I'm very present in my actions. That is very beautiful for the feminine, in men and women. But if you're a woman and you have a feminine essence, maybe you see that for you it's not so comfortable to be still and quiet, even though you will grow in that direction, okay? But in the beginning, maybe it's easier for you to find a music that you like and to really choose to move your body and to be so present in how your body chooses to move, okay? Instead of you directing the dance, to really allow that flow. That is heaven for the feminine, okay? Or creative, like I said before. The masculine, though, in men and women, okay, but the masculine has a tendency to feel very comfortable in emptiness. So feminine fulfillment, form, life, oh my God, connections, And you can be very present and very meditative, meaning present, okay, in your actions. But the masculine will feel very comfortable in sitting still, and getting empty, connecting with this full emptiness that at the end is love. That is where the feminine also is going to connect you, both in different ways, but connected with the true nature that we all are. That is love, capital letters, not a love, human love, romantic love, passionate love, anything like that. Love, silence, okay, like sacred space, pure consciousness. That's who you are and that's who I am. And for men, for the masculine, let's say, is very pleasant, to get out of this life form for a moment, and to rest in that emptiness. So we can find the balance here. And to me today, I feel very comfortable in silence and stillness, and I love it. It's not something that I'm going to spend an hour on it or whatever, but my 15-20 minutes every day, I love it. Then, if I can dance and I can go for a walk in nature, or even doing the dishes or taking a shower, but to be super present. And where I meditate the most, and this is something that I want to share with you because it doesn't take an hour at all, but any moment that I detect that something is going on in me, energetically talking, even physically, you notice that there is a contraction, or you are in bad mood, or you are irritated that day or whatever. To me, I have the practice that, because you learn into, when you're really feeling love to the divine feminine, but I have the practice to sit in my throne, that I call it, okay? To sit and to be with Monica at that time, feeling this or feeling that, or not knowing what she feels, or really opening the space where I can be in contact with my experience and don't touch it. This is the beauty about meditation, the way I like to engage with it. It's not about, I feel like I am irritated and how can I fix that? No. It's about being the awareness that I am, the love, capital letters, that I am, where irritation can be present, okay? And me, instead of engaging from the mind, judging irritation, let's say, to give you an example, okay? I engage from the space, from my heart, from the space that I am, from the presence that I am, that I call loving presence. And I give total permission to that frequency of irritation, and sometimes I go deeper and there is more discomfort or more pain, maybe loneliness, maybe whatever it is. I am here for it, okay? So I don't get trapped into the it, whatever it is that shows up. I relax into my being that allows me to embrace, to allow, to accept, to surrender to what is. And that does the work. So meditation for me is super important. It's becoming super nurturing and I love it. And I will suggest, find meditations that can help you, especially in the beginning, some voice that you like. You go YouTube and write down meditation to relax, or meditation to connect with yourself. Or if you are in my mailing list, I'm sure you have a meditation that I offer you as a gift. The Worthiness Kit is called, and you have a little meditation with a creative question, like about you feeling worthy and opening your heart to your own desires. Any support that can guide you to make it easier, the going inwards and connecting with yourself. So that's the theory, or what I wanted to say about meditation. And I would like to close our time together today, with a little practice. And the way that I center myself, there is, one that can be active, and I love it. And if you're not familiar, I want you to go to unlimitedbreath.com, unlimitedbreath.com. and read a little bit there, because there is one thing that we call an unlimited breath snack. And it's a manner of breathing continuously and consciously. I mean, you will have to follow instructions there, okay? But, or the directions. But the thing is that you can really build up energy in your body. I'm going to do now like 30 seconds of it. No, we don't need to do a long thing here. But, let's say that you're super active and you want to sit down and meditate or whatever. Try this kind of breath that I'm going to do with you right now, okay? I'm going to breathe through the mouth. That always connects you to your body, more earthly, than if we breathe through the nose. We have the tendency to go up there. And because I work so much with the Divine Feminine, I really acknowledge our capacity to embody our body temple, okay? To bring our true nature, our soul to the body temple. So that's what I love, to breathe through the mouth, to breathe, to open up my chest, relax my belly, And the breath is continuous, is deep, is active, and 10 seconds of breathing here, I am going to sense, and you probably, if you copy me, you're going to sense too, kind of tingling or a little energy. You can get even lightheaded, like you're losing control, something like that. That's what we don't do longer, than maybe 30 seconds, 1 minute maximum, okay? But that can center you very well. So let's try together here, okay? So I start to notice a little tingling on my lips here, but I want you to notice the breath is deep, is passionate, is continuous, and I'm building energy right now. Like I can see, my eyes, like a little diffusion here. If I open the eyes, like I can be inclusive to a lot more than I was before. I'm more aware of even the space that surrounds me right now. So when you build up a little bit of that energy with these 30 seconds, I don't even know the time, but very few, that's what we call it, a snack, okay? Then you have the energy enough, to keep your eyes closed and to let that breath to slow down and to start to notice your posture, sensations in your body. At this very moment, you are present for you right here, okay? So that's one way that I wanted to share with you, especially when you are super distracted and can be difficult to just close your eyes. Take a loving deep breath and start to connect with yourself. So that will be a tool that you can master, okay? The unlimited breath snack, we call that. But if you are not so agitated and you are peaceful and calm and you simply want to center, I'm going to guide you now for, again, 30 seconds, 1 minute, just to support you to center yourself a little bit, okay? The way that I do myself naturally, okay? So the first thing that I do is I find a physical posture that feels comfortable to me. I love to be relaxed and awake at the same time. So as your body knows, like I love to have my column vertical, but if I was more comfortable in a chair, I will take a position that feels comfortable, but keeps me alert, like awake, okay? Not sleepy. So I ask my body to find that posture. And then I start to focus on my breath, but in this case I'm not going to do continuous or passionate. I'm going to do very gentle because I want to be conscious of my breath, and I'm going to bring attention to my inhale And what I love about the breath right now, like to be so in contact with the breath, is your sacred connection with your spirit, okay? Breath is sacred. Breath is so useful and so supportive, okay? But to me, the inhale really shows me in practice, is the experience of the inhale, the openness to receive, a huge capacity that we have as human beings to receive it all, the divine, everything that you put your attention on, right? And the exhale is giving you the gift of the experience of letting go completely. So dance for a moment right now. Close your eyes and enjoy, savor the inhale, your capacity to receive, to be open, to allow, and your exhale, the capacity that you have right here and now to don't grasp, to be open, to be free. So if you dance with this breath, sacred breath, that I love to experience that way, you know, that centers you for sure. It's like you close your eyes, you are so sensitive to the quality of your breath, gentle, loving. And then you start to notice, you start to be who you truly are. That is the space, the awareness, the loving presence, the attention, God, you can call it love, capital letters, you know, that you are, that surrounds you, that fuels you, that is you, capital letters. And you engage with this moment from that space, that presence, that loving presence that you are. And you simply relax into your body temple, allowing whatever sensation from physical to emotional to mental activity. You can be so aware of the mind wanted to go here and there or whatever, and you are centered into your heart, into your belly. You are in your body. And you allow. You simply allow. You surrender to the moment. In this moment, you are not demanding, controlling. You are surrendering. You are opening. So let's say that you can stay, you know, connected with yourself, because this is a communion. At this very moment, I am here for myself. And you can detect the same, you know, to be here for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. And we are looking for attention everywhere, you know. Give attention to yourself right here inside. And you start to relax into your being more and more, meaning that you start to turn the attention to that space, that awareness that you are, that loving presence, where everything appears, from thoughts to sensations, stories, emotions, experiences, doesn't matter what, but you turn the attention to this presence that is unconditional love, is total permission to whatever shows up. And that unconditional love is the one that does the work. If there is something to be released, the space does it. If it's something that you need to become aware, you will sense a message. So the relationship with yourself, capital letters, is what I will say is a big why for you to practice and find a way that you can enjoy to meditate, what we call meditation. It's going to develop your capacity to detect energy, we said. It's going to develop your capacity to stay focused. You will see, distraction goes, back to track, you know, back to be centered here. Oops, I left. I went to the shopping supermarket. Back to here. And you practice that for the benefit, for the joy of knowing yourself. And this is the sacred relationship that I invite you to have with you. I hope that this is supportive to you. You have more questions, please. I love to answer them. So keep writing to ask@drmonica.com. DOCTOR Monica.com. You have to spell it completely, okay? Ask@drmonica.com. And I hope to see you soon. Have a wonderful time in between. Thank you.